our new question, number 2. In triangle ABC, AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So you can see this triangle ABC is given to you. AD is a perpendicular bisector. Let us understand the meaning of what is perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular means this D will make right angle on both the sides, and bisector means D also will be the midpoint of the line segment BC. That means BD and DC will be equal in measure. Now the same two triangles, if you see in a different way, the same two triangles I am making in this way. This is triangle ADC and this one is triangle ADB. So we have AD as a common line segment, okay. Angle D to be a right angle, that means angle ADB and angle ADC. BD and DC are equal because D is the midpoint. It is clearly mentioned, it is bisecting. That means it is dividing BC into two equal parts. And thus we can say that these two triangles will be congruent. And again by CPCT it can be easily proved that AB and AC are equal. So let us try to write the steps. So you can see I have written for triangles ADB and ADC. AD and AD are common because they are common sides. Okay, they are equal. Angle ADB and angle ADC are equal because they are right angles. You need to mention the reason here. Okay, BD and DC are equal because AD bisects BC, and so by side angle side. So that this is one side, then the included angle again the side. So by SAS rule, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC. Thus by CPCT, the full form is corresponding parts of congruent triangles, we get AB and AC are equal, and thus the result is proved. Let us see to our next question. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we have first of all triangle ABC, which is an isosceles triangle having equal sides AC and AB. That means AC and AB are equal, right? Again we have BE and CF as an altitudes on the given sides. So this one is BE and the second one is CF. These are the two altitudes drawn on the opposite sides. If you see clearly the two triangles properly, triangle AFC and triangle AEB, so I may draw the figure again. It is looking like this. This is triangle AFC, and let me tell you, as CF is an altitude, so angle FB a right angle. Similarly, you have the second triangle, that is triangle AEB. Here angle E will be a right angle, right? So these two are right angles. Angle A is common in both, you can see. Whether I call it to be angle FAC or EAB, the meaning is same. So it represents the common angle. So we got two angles to be congruent, and also it is given that two sides are equal. So that is AC will be equal to AB. It is given in the question itself that these two are equal sides. So we can apply AAS rule. By AAS rule, these two triangles will be congruent, and again by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, this CF will be equal to BE. So let us write down the step. So you can see I have written angle AFC is equal to angle AEB as they are right angles. Angle FAC and EAB are also equal because it is a common angle. AC and AB are equal because it is given. So this is angle, angle and side. So we can say thus by AAS rule, triangle AFC is congruent to triangle AEB, and again by CPCT we got CF is equal to BE, and hence the result is proved. You can see our next question is just equally opposite to what we have done here. Initially here we were given AC and AB were equal, and we have proved CF and BE are equal. Here it is just the opposite. It is given triangle ABC is a triangle in which altitudes BE and CF are equal. These altitudes are equal, okay, and we need to prove that AB and AC are equal. So just the converse of the previous result. So again I have drawn the same kind of triangle ABC. BE and CF are the given altitudes. So we have got two triangles. I have drawn triangle AEB, this triangle AEB, in which angle E is again a right angle because it is an altitude perpendicular. So AFC is again a right angle triangle here, okay. So again angle A will be a common angle. Only the difference is here it is already given that BE and CF are equal in measure. So again we will apply the same rule. I have written the similar kind of steps. This time it will be AAS again, angle, angle, side. So by AAS we got triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF. The first result is proved, this one. And again by CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle, first side AB will be equal to AC, and which was our second result we needed to prove. So hence the sum has been proved. Now as shown in the figure, triangle ABC and DBC are the two triangles, isosceles triangle with the same base BC. So you can see here BC is common. Okay, we have triangle ABC and BDC as isosceles. That means AB and AC are equal as well as BD and DC are equal. So if I try to understand one figure separately, so let us first understand triangle ABC first. So this is again an isosceles triangle in which AB and AC are equal. So according to theorem number 7.2, if two sides of the triangles are equal in measure, then their opposite angles also will be equal. You have already learned. So we got angle ABC will be equal to angle ACB. Similarly for the second triangle, which is BDC, okay, so in this triangle BDC, as BD and DC are equal, so again the opposite angles will be equal. So angle DBC will be equal to angle DCB. So let us write up to these steps. So I have written down the same steps. AB and AC are equal, so angle ACB and ABC will be equal. You see that the middle letter, that means we are talking about angle C on the left, angle B on the right. Same way for the second triangle, BD and DC are equal, so angle BCD, that means angle C, again C on the same side, okay, is equal to angle DBC, so B is on the right. Now this is result number 1 and this is result number 2. On adding result number 1 and 2, if you add both the results, you will be getting on the left hand side angle ACP plus angle BCD. Similarly on the right hand side angle ABC plus angle DBC. Now when you see in the figure, what is ACB plus BCD? Okay, so this is ACB plus BCD. Does it make full angle ACD? Yes. So this is angle ACD. And in the same way, what is angle ABC plus angle DBC? So this is angle ABC plus DBC will make full angle B. So here it will be angle ABD. And this is what we needed to prove. It was already given in the question to prove angle ABD and ACD are equal, and hence the result is proved. So you can see our next question, 6th question. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB and AC are equal. You can see here AB and AC are equal. And also BA is produced up to D. So this BA is produced up to D, such that AD and AB are also equal. So these two sides, AD and AB, are also equal. So overall I can say AB, AC and AD, all three sides are equal, right? We need to prove that angle BCD is a right angle. So this angle C is a right angle we need to prove. So let us draw the figure again. You can see I have written the whole of the data here, okay? AB and AC are equal. So first of all, let me write here AB is equal to AC is equal to AD. First of all three sides are equal. Okay, now let us draw step by step. So we have triangle again ABC. Now this BA is produced in such a way that it intersects at point D. So here you may have a point D, such that you have AB, AC and AD. All three are equal in measure. Okay, so what we need, we can compare these two triangles. Let me draw it again. So you have first of all triangle ABC, in which you have AB and AC equal. Similarly, you have a second triangle DAC. This is DAC, in which AC and AD are equal. Now let me tell you, if AB and AC are equal, so the opposite angles B and C will be equal. Let me suppose B to be X, so C also will be X. Similarly, for the second triangle, as AC and AD are equal, so the opposite angles will also be same, and let me take it to be Y, right? So these angles I have marked, okay? Then we will see here, this was angle ABC, which was X, okay? Angle D, which was supposed to be Y. Now this whole angle C will be written as X plus Y. Angle ACB was X and ACD was Y. So this whole angle will be written as X plus Y. So now we know the property of the triangle, that sum of the measures of all three angles is 180. So by that way also we can prove that angle BCD is a right angle. Now this is your method number 2. For triangle ABC, this angle DAC is considered to be the exterior angle. So we have learned this property, that the measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of the measures of two interior opposite angles in a triangle. So I can say angle DAC is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB. This is result number 1. Similarly, for this triangle BAC is an exterior angle. So this angle BAC will be equal to the sum of the measure of interior opposite angles. So it is equal to angle ACD plus angle ADC, right? This is result number 2. Now if we add up result number 1 and 2, we will be getting angle DAC plus angle BAC, which in the figure, if you make this full figure, okay, so what is actually DAC, okay, and BAC, these two angles, they are forming a linear pair, and so angle DAC plus angle BAC will be 180, right? It is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle ACD and plus angle ADC. Now you know already earlier we have proved that these two sides are equal, so angle B and C are equal. So that means ABC and ACB can be written as 2 times angle ACB. Okay. Similarly, ACD and ADC can be written as 2 times angle ACD. Okay. So we can take 2 common. So 180 degree is equal to 2 times angle ACB plus angle ACD. Now what is actually angle ACB plus ACD? It forms full angle C. So this will be written as 180 degree upon 2 is equal to angle C, that is angle BCD, and thus it is proved that angle BCD is equal to 90 degree. That means it is a right.